Hello everyone, my name is Holly, your fellow fantasy-obsessed booktuber who has way too many books on her TBR, and today I'll be showing you a nice reasonable stack from that said overflowing TBR of books that I want to read in August. I am incredibly excited about August. For one, it's my boyfriend's birthday month. He's inching closer to 30, we gotta hype him up. Also, we are getting somewhat close to summer being over with, thank God, and it being fall and winter, the reading season in my opinion. I think I have crafted an incredible TBR here. A lot of 5-star predictions. Also my July wrap up where I show you all the books that I read in July will be my next video, so look out for that next week. But let's dive into these first. Now I will be doing a 24-hour reading challenge in August, but I'm unsure what I'll be reading for that, so these are my for sure reads for now. First up, I have to mention the book for our read along, Sinlin of Sins, the first book in the Books of Babel series. If you missed it, my previous video was the announcement for this read-along where we'll be reading each book in the series leading up to the very highly anticipated finale in November. You can go back and watch it and get all of the details and join us, but August is the start where we'll be reading this book. This will be a reread for me, and I am so hyped to be back in this world. Though I read this like a few years ago, I know I'm going to melt right into it so easily again. It may even be better the second time around. This is an adult fantasy series, has some steampunk elements to it, all about a giant tower that kind of acts like a maze with all kinds of different oddities inside, with our main character Sinlin who gets caught in the middle of it all while searching for his wife. Again, you should definitely join us. Go watch our previous video, join the Discord. Everything will be linked down below for you. Whether this is your very first time in the tower or a revisit, it should be really fun. I don't know exactly what order I'll be reading these. In fact, I think this book I'm about to show you will be my next read, or I'm currently reading it, and that is The Veil of Spears. I had no idea the series was going to take over my life as much as it did. It actually screwed up my reading plans in July and my review responsibilities, but you gotta live, you know, you gotta rebel when you find a new favorite. I can't wait to explain to you in my July wrap-up what exactly led me to picking up The 12 Kings in Sharake, which is the first book. In fact, if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, then you already know, but this is the third book. I'm already this far in. It's so good. This is an adult fantasy series now completed, which is why I am so keen on just like binging it all. There's a total of 7 books, so I do plan to read this in August, including the 4th book as well, which I don't have a physical copy of yet, but it's called Beneath the Twisted Trees. They're all thick, chunky boys. Most of them are over 600 pages, but I am reading them all like a freaking champ. Reading them at a pretty decent pace.
It's my drug. I'm addicted to it.
The writing is just so buttery smooth. The plot is also really fun, especially since it takes place in a desert setting. There is so much lore about the world in these 12 kings who have lived for over 400 years and the mystery that surrounds them. I find it fascinating. I can't wait to continue. Also, the hardcovers are all so gorgeous. It's too bad they're like kind of rare to find at a decent price in like perfect condition. At least like books 4 and 5 are kind of harder to find. But yeah, books 3 and 4 on my list. Now let's move on to a much more quieter fantasy that I will be reading, and that is Wildwood Whispers. Now this is not an epic, intense fantasy for once, but that's all I've been consuming lately, which I love. If I could literally only read epic fantasy my entire life, I'd be a very happy lady, but this just seems like such a perfect little break from it. Honestly, the best way I've seen this being promoted as, and what got my attention the most, was whimsical cottagecore fantasy, and I'm not even big on magical realism at all. This releases on August 17th. I do clearly have an arc, which I'm so grateful for, and I also recently got the audiobook, which I think would be so fun to follow along with. This particular book just sounds like it would be a great audiobook. This takes place in the Appalachian Mountains. There are mystical powers, some witchy vibes. It's following a woman whose friend unfortunately passed away, so she travels to the small town where I'm assuming she lived and fulfills some promise to her. But honestly, it's this line in the synopsis that turns this into a murder mystery for me. And it also sounds delicious. With every taste of sweet honey and tart blackberries, the wildwood twines further further into Mel's broken heart, but a threat lingers in the woods, one that may have something to do with Sarah's untimely death, and has now set its sights on Mel. I don't know, it could totally suck, or it could surprise me and suck me into its spell. That sounded sus, but we'll roll with it. And then I have the PARIAH. So I mentioned this in my July TBR, and I started it right at the end of the month. So my goal is to finish it in August, and I'm really taking my time with it because first off, I am loving it. It's my first Anthony Ryan book, and I think it was the perfect choice for me. And I am also writing super basic summaries for every single chapter so that my microscopic memory can remember details when its sequel comes out a year from now. I'm really trying to get in the habit of doing that. It does take time and my patience, but it's worth it if I could enjoy the sequel to its full potential. I don't want to give you my full review yet, but it is coming. If you like thief stories with a lot of character depth, some revenge drama, you might like this one. And of course, the final book I'll be adding to my August TBR is inside the June Owlcrate, as is our new tradition, so let's open this. I am a rep for Owlcrate, and you can use my code HOLLY on your very first subscription. I highly recommend doing so. And it's actually really funny because my July Owlcrate just shipped. So you might be seeing another unboxing soon. The theme for this box is Go Your Own Way. This art kind of reminds me of the Poppy War a little bit. First item is, of course, the enamel pin. Wow, that is so gorgeous. It says, "You can be more than what the stars wish for." Honestly, it looks like a giant ruby. It is so shiny. Next up, we have a Terracin lunch tote. I'm guessing this is Throne of Glass. It is, okay. Oh, this is cute. I honestly really love the design. There's deer, there's swords and crowns, mountains, very naturey. Totally fits Terracin if you've read Throne of Glass before. But it is insulated, so you could carry hot stuff, cold stuff, make your coworkers jealous. Next up, we have a box that says Reading Through the Seasons. Oh yeah, this is one of their, they're doing 4 seasonal drinkware items. And I think this is the third one? Or second? It's their second, because they did spring, this is summer. You know, this is so pretty. It's just a metal bottle with a lid, but the design on it is really cool. Here is the design up close, and I don't know what it's inspired by. Oh, Aeropostale and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. Never read it. Moving on to whatever this is, just a very ominous black pouch with a keyblade inside. Is this Kingdom Hearts? Look at this. Like, it's literally, I got my own keyblade. Clearly it's a bottle opener, I think. Oh wait, is this the Starless Sea? It is. Okay, so it's a Starless Sea inspired key that is a bottle opener. Oh, it has magnets, so you can put it on your fridge if you want. That's really cool. But anyways, Owlcrate, this is a keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. Just letting you know. It is incredibly gorgeous though, oh my gosh. We do have one more item, and it is a Fable Wayfinder coin. So here is what one side looks like, and here is the other. Ah, it's so pretty. It's kind of like this rose gold color too. It's not like silver, bronze, or gold, but it has a pinkish hue to it. Oh shoot, wait, there's one more item. Okay, we have a print, and it is, I can already tell it's Strange a Dreamer inspired, but it looks like this, but it's embellished with like gold foiling. Ah, it's so pretty. Who did this? This is illustrated by Kim Carlicka Art on Instagram. I think I follow her, actually. Okay, so we have come to the book, and it is Sisters of the Snake, which I will be reading in August. And obviously it comes with a author letter, and it comes physically signed. I believe this is by 2 authors, so is it signed by both? It is. I think they're both sisters. They're twin sisters, yeah, and they're so pretty. I love that. Let's see what the original cover looked like. The original cover, sorry I'm so close to the camera, was yellow, and they turned it teal. I actually like the teal better. I'm really iffy on the Owlcrate exclusive covers. I typically like the original better, but I actually really like this teal a lot more than the yellow. Here's what underneath the dust jacket looks like, and I can already see there is artwork, and we need to know what it looks like. I love this art style so much. So here is what it looks like. seeing this is exactly how I'll picture in my head. And I'm very excited about that. So clearly I have no idea what this book is about, but I am excited nonetheless. So that is everything inside. If you want your own OwlCrate, you can use my code Holly on your very first subscription. I highly recommend to save some money by using that code. And those are all the books that I am reading in August. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I mean, this is a pretty solid stack of books, so it is what it is. Let me know in the comments what you plan to read, how many books are on your TBR, are you joining in on our read-along in August for Sinlina Sins? I'd love to have you. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload adult content every week. Adult books. YouTube, don't demonetize me. And until we meet again, happy reading.